Hello everyone, and welcome back to Warhammer 40k Cascade Demon Hunters. I am Gravity Wizard, and this week's going to be slightly different than all the other weeks. Previously, I've shown pretty much a mission, I think, every single week. However, this week, we kind of get screwed. I go almost 100 days, 100 whole days, almost. Not quite. Without any missions popping up. So this time it's just going to be basically going through the story and some upgrades that we need to get done and some repairs we have to do to our ship. I end up running out of servitors, and so I'm sitting like a third of the time or a quarter of the time doing nothing with my construction queue because I don't have any missions to go do to get more servitors. Anyways, I hope you enjoy it, and let's go. So the first thing we're doing is heading back to the center of this galaxy. And we just unlocked purity seals, which I'm going to get back to later, as soon as we finish this research, or this construction, for the warp drive. So now we're at 140% speed, and since the map is so much bigger, we're definitely going to get some more prognosticars as we can, before we upgrade our reactor. And then get more ship speed, because that's what we really need. So, yep, prognosticars are done as well. Or there's research is done, and we could get a stratagem, but I really want to look at the purity seals. Where are they? This is the research Codex Toxicus that we're gonna have to do eventually. Takes every seed, huh? But here's the purification. So it subtracts one seed from something. So from a purity seal, which I don't know what that is. That might be the upgrades that we do, or is that the research? I'm not sure. Anyways, minus one green seed that helps us save it. I think it's the upgrades on items. But hey, Grandmaster report.
I have uncovered vital knowledge since we last spoke.
I have just been acquainting myself with your recent report. It appears to begin quite innocently with a raid on a Nurgle-infested Eldari craft. If that weren't enough, I can see this led to the advent of 5 greater demonic entities, heralding, it would appear, a most catastrophic outbreak of the bloom throughout your sector. Just what have you been up to, Inquisitor?
If I could direct you to section CT 2011-5, you would see that...
Enough! I have no more patience for your ivory tower excuses. Commander, you are not without fault in all of this. I demand an immediate explanation.
Well, we're gonna take full responsibility. Best option.
Such a response I would have expected from your late commander. Agravain was a formidable soldier, but prone to put duty before honesty.
I assure you, Grandmaster, we do not make compromises of virtue.
Indeed, Hector. I gather then that you will not shirk a short penance, given your collective failure here.
If I may, Grandmaster, what is crucial is that I now know how to combat this bloom.
And so it would seem. I read of your plan to use some arcane xenotech to construct a Codex Toxicus, is it? Our chapter is no stranger to the use of foreign relics, but this is highly unorthodox.
There is precedent. I have done my research.
Oh, of that I have little doubt. Wherever you go, Inquisitor, your actions seem to leave a lasting impression. My entire council is in uproar over this news of our missing chapter lord. It seems I have little choice but to continue supporting your operation.
Thank you, Grandma.
For your recklessness, however, I revoke your authority to command the Grey Knights in battle. You may join future combat missions when your talents are needed, but you will follow the commander's orders henceforth, to the letter.
How could he possibly have known about Drago? I didn't include him in my report.
I told him, of course. The manifestation of the Supreme Grand Master is an unprecedented event.
You could have warned me at least.
I report to the chapter, not to you.
Intercession. This exchange is unproductive. Open collaboration will be necessary to execute this mission efficiently. Our first responsibility is to support the commander.
You are right, as always, Dominus. My apologies, Commander. I should have consulted with you before informing the Grand Master about Lord Drago.
Yeah, Dominus is right. Everyone should have be more open and everything. But that was a pointless conversation that they were having. Let's move on. But you know what? I do like how they, the voice acting in here is really good. And we had 10 rec points, so we got, you know, all 5 of those upgraded. But I did like how the voice acting sounds really, like, they're doing a good job. I wonder who actually did the voice acting in here. I'll look that up one day when I get around to it. Anyways, we're definitely going to get our next prognosticar since we can. And we are going to save the 20 Cerators for the reactor right after. So, we're going to advance some time. We're on day 285 and we get an intervention.
One of our brothers has been called to join the Paladins. He will require time off-ship to complete his training.
Have you taken leave of your senses? All of your knights are essential to this campaign.
This is an important rite of passage for our brother. A Paladin could prove useful, even if we must do without him for some time.
Commander, if this knight insists on proving his valor, why not direct him to fight the Bloom instead?
So,
We
I'm gonna
must
do
not
the
stand in
quest,
way of destiny.
Such a waste.
since that's the normal way they do it. And I assume, like, we don't have a mission anytime soon. We probably won't get them before the next one, but that's okay. Minus Rugen, we have,
Aligning with the Death Guard fleet
another
will prompt
one.
an encounter that may leave the Edict damaged. These fleets can also interfere with nearby missions.
Right, so now there's going to be enemy ships flying around. That's good to know. So if you see these yellow things in the future, those are enemy ships, and we don't want to run into them because they will damage our ship. Another
It's
intervention.
come to my attention that your previous campaign stripped the edict of its most venerable knights. It seems this bloom will not be purged quickly, so I shall do what I can to remedy the deficit from now on. That said, I must balance your desires against the needs of other campaigns, so tell me, what skills would best help your cause?
Alright, so that's not bad. We get a second one as well. These are the upgraded versions of the previous Grey Knight. So we have the Paladin, the Purifier, the Librarian, and the Chaplain. So we already have Rugen going for Paladin, which I'm guessing that's going to be damage tank kind of thing. So we don't need another Paladin. I don't know what a Librarian or Chaplain is, but
Yes,
Purifier,
fellow
that
brother
sounds
Purifier
interesting.
would be of use on the battlefield.
So we're gonna use a Purifier. He's probably gonna be high damage. That's what I'm expecting here. I don't know what any of these are, but I do turn out using them the wrong way in the future, which is not good. But anyway, so we're on day 310 now. So about 50 days later now.
Warning. Detonation
No bloom.
detected.
And
Damage
another
on subjects
problem.
37 through 39.
We are not under fire. Was it an accident?
Cogitating. Significant sensor tampering identified near the blast site.
Sabotage? On a Great Knight strike ship? How is that possible?
Your brothers may be above suspicion, but the edict houses thousands of serfs and crew.
Update. Sabotage reports deficiencies in the Bloom Seed inventory and...
What? Those are my seats. Commander, your crew is compromised. We must exercise swift justice.
The Edict can't operate without its crew, Inquisitor.
Investigation required. Recommend upgrading surveillance systems and increase active patrols.
That will take time. We could send a squad of knights to investigate immediately.
Your brothers are ill-suited for such a task, Purifier. I will volunteer to look at culprits myself, though it will delay my ongoing research.
Alright, so we're not gonna send Vakir. That's the first thing we're not gonna do. We're definitely not gonna purge all of the crew and servitors, like severely impair our operations. No. So definitely gonna send our 3 knights because they're That's what they're there for.
At all costs.
So we send both boars and a Corvain. That's okay, because I think we still have one more Purgator left. Purgator, Thule. Purgator, Thule we have. And then we have our one Juskar, Atlantis, and Storm. So we're good on that. However, it looks like they're gonna be done.
The brothers
And-
of Titan stand ready.
They found a cult. Alright. That's not good. What are we gonna do anything about it? Did they kill everybody? Kill everyone in the cult? I hope they purge the cult, because that's what we do. We purge everybody. So, I have to heal our ship because we only have one hull integrity left, and that's it. So I'm healing the ship first. That way if anything happens, we don't die. But we also need to repair the Exterminatus. I don't actually do that because I feel like it's not worth it, because I don't even use the Exterminatus. Never have. I don't know if I ever will. But we fixed our hull, and we don't have servitors. We have 3 servitors, so we can't do anything.
Commander, I have glorious news.
Hey.
Our brother has returned from his quest.
And finally, after all of this time, we finally get one mission, or we get a bunch of Bloom Spawn, and we get Rugen back. So we got a Paladin and a Purifier that we can go ahead and test out on the next mission. So right now I'm just trying to figure out if I can go to more than one mission, because this is brutal. These missions there's only 3, and they're so far away. And I need servitors. So I have to go to this one. This one has 15 servitors. And I'm trying to figure out if I can go to both, but I don't think I can actually make it to both. So I'm just gonna go ahead and we're gonna go to this one. It's the best mission to do. It has the most seeds, and I get the servitors. And we get another Grandmaster report.
Commander, I will be brief. Your strategy to combat these Reapers is one I can get behind. I will provide additional ordnance and trust you will make good use of it. There is, however, one point I must address. Inquisitor Vakir. The detail in your reports has become jarringly opaque. I have had to rely on Brother Ektar's commentary simply to pass your current progress. This leaves me with the peculiar notion that you are trying to test me in some way. I encourage you to correct this by your next report.
Testing him indeed. Should I write for an audience of simpletons?
I found much to agree with in the Grand Master's claims.
Oh, truly? I hadn't taken you for a scholar. Tell me, where in my report did you feel it necessary to edit behind my back?
As senior brother, it is my duty to act in the Citadel's requests. If you were not so blatantly preoccupied with safeguarding your reputation, I would not have been asked to intervene.
You assume much, Purifier. This plague's vectors of attack are numerous, and our understanding of its nature yet limited. I am trying, on my own, and with the crudest of tools, to unravel what chaos has been brooding on for centuries. I do not have the time to waste simplifying my analysis. Commander, surely you understand this. Let us not mince words. You mean my failures.
Was there any doubt? I followed protocol and the commander agrees.
I deal in hard facts. Your arbitrary procedures are a waste of my time.
Intervention. This bickering is irrelevant. The Grand Master's acknowledgement of our situational reality is a collective achievement.
Yeah, so Vakir is seriously pissing me off here. I only have 2 wrecks, so, and it only lets me do the last one, which I don't know why. But okay, whatever. But yeah, no, I chose to side with the against Vakir because she's being a big pain in the ass, and I don't understand what she's doing. Plus, I also wanted the experience boost. That's actually the main reason, is the experience I get. That was more important. So, Anyways, we finally make it to this mission, and we are going to have to do this without grenades. So, I don't know why I only have one person. Oh, because they all are on mission for somewhere else. But alright, so let's find our stuff. Okay, here is Paladin Rugen. Rugen, our first paladin. So let's take a look at his abilities. Okay. Trying to see, sorry. Trying to figure out how this is gonna work. Alright, so his base thing is he can do a stun, a force strike, or his force strike can do a stun. And he's, so basically it looks like the left is melee, the right is ranged, this top one is smite, so basically a willpower ability. And if I want to go ranged, it's side cannon. And this bottom looks, oh yeah, he gets extra health, so that's actually good for defense. And this bottom is a support, kind of. So he's transferring willpower to an end, to a target. But he took, so this is Rugen, who was our, what? Alright, one of our silencers. So I guess he's gonna use a side cannon now. So slightly closer range, but hey. Do we still want a range damage? Or should we do melee? So we're looking at this ranged, and it basically helps all of his side cannon abilities. Then you have Fury of the Ancients, which gives a spread attack, which I think is not too bad. 6 damage, no stun though. Has a nice range once you upgrade it, 9 range. Then Arcane Weapons, which is a supporting ability giving all the ammo that he has to someone else. So that's kind of a weird one. This one is a defend, or melee, and then defend, giving more armor, sending a zone +3 striking an enemy as it enters the zone. Okay. And then this bottom one is just hammer hand. Okay. So this is what I went with. Side cannon, and then smite, and then Fury of the Ancients up here. So he's got 2 willpower abilities, fully upgraded, and he's a ranged damage dealer, basically. This is what we're going with. So I don't know what else I would give him points in, but that's it. So he's gonna get,
perhaps, but it will fortify the spirit.
oh yeah, Purity Seals is the upgrading. So this increases the blast range by 1, so that's also good. Cause, but it takes 3 blue seeds, which we have 0. We have 7 yellow ones. Anyways, so here's the Purifier, Edion, and he's already got points in the left field here, which is like melee. And then this right one is using the incinerator, which I definitely wanted to use the incinerator. That sounds really cool to use. I have no idea how it works. But he also gets grenades, so that's helpful. He can replace Rugen, because Rugen had grenades. And Cleansing Flame, so it's like he purges mutations from enemies up to 75% or 100%. So 100% chance once it's fully upgraded to purge enemies. And then this is melee weapon, so so this would make him an up close personal, kind of like Storm melee guy, or like the Interceptors. But instead gives him crit and the chance to do inflictions and Soul Blaze, which increases his damage output as he uses abilities. And then Hammer Hand with extra abilities for causing flame damage, burning damage for 2 turns. Okay. And health. and it also gets crit. So Hammerhand, nice crit damage. Then you have Unstoppable Conflagration, which is a psychic ability that also increases his damage output per turn. So it seems like he's like rush in there, use some psychic abilities, and put on burning. Basically burn everybody with his sword or his melee weapon. And this will also help him resist afflictions, and he gains more damage the longer or the more abilities he uses and the longer he's next to enemies. So he's definitely gonna need someone who should have Terminator armor, but I don't see an ability for him to have Terminator armor. He's more of a straight up glass cannon kind of guy. So that's interesting. We can try it and see how well it goes. But I guess Force Sword or a Hammer would be the best. We can use Falcons. They are at crit, which he does have an increase of crit. So more crit, the better. Okay, we could do that. We'll leave him with the sword for now. And this is what we're gonna go with. We're gonna go with Justicar Boars, Paladin Rugen, Interceptor Corvain, and Purifier Aedion. So, trying to see, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And we have to do this mission without grenades. Yeah, let's move Aedion over. Oh, yeah, we needed a apothecary. There we go. That's who we needed. I was, like, confused. There we go. So now we have an apothecary. So we're set to go. Let's just check some of this equipment real quick. He has this Storm Bolter. But I did want to check how we upgrade, if he should be melee most, so his Storm Bolter is just an extra, and he doesn't have the ability, or he will on the right, I think, have an ability to use extra or do extra damage with supporting fire. But he doesn't really have stun, but he has more crit. But how about Halberd? Yeah, this one does have crit if I upgrade it, and more crit damage. Plus, if he's gonna be next to enemies, that'd be nice. Let's see. When an enemy moves adjacent, deal 1 damage. Gain affliction, gain 10% crit. Okay. This is so hard to figure out what weapon he should be using. I think this might be the best. And I could upgrade it with more crit for one. My last yellow seed. I used all the others on research. So we upgraded that. So that's how we upgrade, by the way. And we still have lots of green seeds, so we should give him armor. Where's the armor with armor? That's what we need. Armor with armor. And it needs 2 yellow seeds to give him more armor, so we can't do that. We're gonna give him the Extractor Servo Skull. That's a mistake. I shouldn't have given him that. That doesn't make sense. He's gonna be in melee range. Granted, he doesn't have Hammerhand ability yet, but anyways, I have Foros there, which can do 2 skulls and has that. So it makes no sense for me to give the Purifier an Extractor Skull. Actually, I should give him the same thing I'm gonna give Justicar Boars. Yeah. There we go. That makes more sense. So Forrest has both skulls, and then the Purifier, who should be using abilities, is gonna get the incense. If I had some armor, I could give him armor. But we also need to figure out what items, or what bolter he needs. He needs a bolter. And the other ones are being used, or will be used. And this one I can upgrade So this will go into his effect, which is a bleed. I can upgrade for bleed and infliction chance, so I can probably do both burning and bleeding with him. So I think that's probably the best, even though you have some higher range ones. I have 3 long range ones, which doesn't really work with him. I don't want him to have the ranged ones. I want other people to have the ranged ones. So like Boars, he's gonna have this giant hammer, and I can't upgrade any of his hammer. How about his armor? Can I upgrade his armor? Yes, I can give him more resistance. Let's do it. All right. And he needs a storm bolter. Definitely the one with the range. Oh, sorry. Which one? The shorter range? Yeah, the shorter range one. Oops, I didn't do the right button. Let's just, yeah. 10 range, 14 range, 12 range. I think 10 range or 12 range would be the best for him. So 12, and then our supporting fire. Oh, we don't have one. I mean, we have Paladin Rugen. So, which is not even going to be a range. So, basically, 14 range for Foros. And we'll upgrade this Apothecarium? I don't even know. This chainsaw sword thing that heals people. We're going to upgrade that. Rugen, I did give him a staff right now. Because just like, he's supposed to shoot everyone with his gun. So the staff gave him some buffs. 5% crit, which I don't know if that helps give him crit for his gun. I don't think a staff is a good idea to give him, but it's something. And I'm just trying to figure out, where do I go after if he gets more, like, I don't really know what he should do. But anyways, I'm gonna give him the staff for now, because I hope it helps. Ah, someone's got grenades. Crap. Boris. That one. Gotta get rid of your grenades. You can't have grenades. Change it. Oh, I can't. I won't. Nope. I guess you're getting a servo skull. Extractor. Should do a Medicaid next time. Don't need 2 extractors, but whatever. And he's got nothing, so Rugen now has incense, which is actually really nice. Because he's definitely going to use more of his abilities. So we're going to go ahead, and that's what we're going to go with. However, that's the end of this video, because it's already going to be fairly long with the fact that, you know, we had to go through almost 100 days without anything happening. So I hope you enjoyed it. It wasn't as exciting as all the other ones, but it was a lot of story. Got through a lot of things, showing how to do upgrades and whatnot. So next week, I hope you come back and we can see how this Purifier and this Paladin does in combat. The Paladin should do better because he's a higher level. Purifier is just level 2, 3, something like that. He's a lower level. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this week, and I'll see you next week. Have a great weekend. Bye.